Hey everyone, this is going to be Aptrepreneur, and we're going to talk about the Uber Express pool today, because here's the thing. I already made one video on it yesterday, and then I made a live stream where I discussed a lot of it in detail, and then I hit it over to Your Driver's Mic where we discussed it even more. And all throughout that, there is one detail that I've been very vague on because I thought it deserved its own video. Now, for those of you who want to know what I think about Uber Express pool, it's in the other videos. If you want to know why I think you shouldn't accept it, it's in the other videos. If you want to know why I think it's a bad idea both for passengers and drivers, it's in the other videos. But there's this one little fact that I want to save for its own video because I think it is important enough and it's disgusting enough that it warrants it. And that is a very simple thing, because some people have said, well, I like using Uber Pool. And I like using Uber Pool for a very specific reason. I want to get the Quest bonus, and Uber Pool will help me get there faster. And in all fairness, they're not lying. I remember about a year or so ago when Uber was doing some freakish promotion in Los Angeles, where if you did like 140 rides for that week, you would get a $500 bonus. And I got that bonus a few times. And Uber Pool helped a lot in getting it, because with Uber Pool, the rides are faster and you're moving. So that, in that sense, Uber Pool is helpful. But people said, well, I like Uber Pool, but I just won't accept Uber Express Pool. But here's the problem. You actually do not know that it's Uber Express Pool until you've accepted it. When it comes up, it just says pool. Like, it looks like a normal Uber Pool ride. So you tap it thinking you're getting Uber Pool. Then after you've accepted it, a little notification comes up saying to go to a designated area because you have accepted an Uber Express Pool. It is taking me every ounce of strength right now not to give Uber the middle finger. Uber has been claiming this is all about flexibility. It's all about freedom. We don't pay our drivers this much money because they have the freedom to work when they want, to accept rides if they want, to deny rides if they want. And now they introduce the most unfriendly driver feature and product ever. A product that they know very well drivers will never accept willingly. So what do? They hide it. They do not disclose that information. They say, oh, here's an Uber Pool. You click it thinking it's going to be an Uber Pool. What happens? You get sucked into Uber Express Pool. Now, unless you cancel it and hurt your metrics, and you can get fired for canceling too many times, then you are stuck. And you are stuck in this endless loop of cheap rides and people who need to go to a certain spot but don't want to. Like, here's the thing. How deceptive does Uber have to be? If you want any proof whatsoever that Uber does not care about you, does not care about your feelings, does not care about your time, this is it. This is it. How hard would it have been for Uber Pool Express to have Pool EX spelled on it? How difficult? Why aren't they doing it? It's simple, because they know drivers do not... I'm sorry, I gotta hold this so that it doesn't fall over. They do not want this feature. They do not want this product. They are not going to like it. They hate it. Heck, day one, this has already been a complete disaster. Disaster from beginning to end. And they know that we won't accept it. So what do? They hide it. They hide it. They hide it like we're children or something. Like, you know, it's just... You know, this was bad enough that at least Mark from Uber Hints got really riled up about it. And I haven't seen him this riled up since I asked him what he thought of Arianna Huffington. Which I know you think I'm kidding, but no, he really does not like her. And I feel that same way. I mean, really, all the things Uber has done in a long time. And this is the stunt they pull. They create the worst service for drivers and passengers. This does not help passengers one bit. If any of the multiple complaints from passengers from day one are any indication, they're not going to benefit from this at all. And they hide it. They hide from us that we are accepting those rides. So now, drivers have to be especially aggressive. If you don't want Uber Express Pool, you have to commit to not accepting Pool at all, because there's no way to know if it's a pool or if it's an express pool. And the difference can be night and day. The difference can mean a lot more work for less money. Or slightly less work for slightly more money. Which, either way, I don't think either one is a benefit, even if you got a Quest. Like, most of the time it's 10 or 20 rides, guys. Just, you know what? But, hey, that's on you, okay? But if you don't want Uber Express Pool, you have to now commit to not accepting Uber Pool altogether. The funny thing about it is because people are so against this, the drivers hate it so much, they might actually do that. And Uber Pool might make less money than it is because, as many people pointed out, Uber Pool loses $1 million a week in San Francisco alone, sometimes two. Like, this is a terrible, terrible product. And by the way, Uber comments, oh, this is our first new product in years. It's not a new product. You have taken an existing product that was bad to begin with, and you just made it worse. That's all you did. If that is what Uber is celebrating, then investors, get out of there. Get out of there. I mean, this is a company that is so backwards thinking that they're going to probably throw a car off the cliff. It'll hover for 2 seconds before gravity takes its, pulls the car down to the ground, and they will say, hey, it's a success. It was in the air for a second or two. Whoop-de-doo, this company. And Dara K. Seriously, Dara. You're the new CEO. You are supposed to turn Uber around. These are the very things Travis Kalanick would have done, and these are the very things we got rid of him so that you could come in. Well, I think me as if I had any say in it, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, you know what? I read conspiracy theories all the time that Tricky Travis is still running the company, that Dara is just a headset figure. And you know what? I agree. I absolutely agree. At this point, with Uber Express Pool, was the creation of this lousy product and this deceptive practice. You know what? Yeah, Dara, you're a figurehead. You're not a CEO. You're not leading charge. You're not doing anything. You're there 6 months. Not a damn thing has happened. You know what? Get out. Get out of that company if you're not going to do anything. I mean, so anyway, I think that's where I'm going to leave it. Because really, what else is there to say at this point? But what are your thoughts? I would seriously love to know. Comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy the videos I make, consider becoming a patron member for $1 a month. Every little bit is truly helping at this point, and I thank you, every single one of you who has donated. And as always, flame responsibly, and I'll see you on the Daily Rideshare. Have a good day.